It is a make or break period for senior high school education. In the next few hours, if the Education Ministry does not ensure food supplies reach some affected senior high schools in parts of the country, schools may shut down. In the Upper West region, the Conference of Heads of Assisted Senior High Schools, CHAS, has laid the gauntlet, adding that by midweek, if food supplies do not come, schools may be forced to shut down. In the northern region, for example, first-year students in some double-track operating senior high schools have been home without writing examinations. Second-year students are yet to report to some of these schools because of the same challenge. Only third-year students in some of these schools remain just because of the exams that are pending. These students also complain that the shortage of food is affecting their studies. Some parents in the Ashanti region are simply frustrated.
Late last year, they had to provide their own bread and oven. Sugar. Students have to send sugar from the dormitories to the dining hall. And I was told last week that from 15th of this month, the students will not be fed at the dining hall. Now, it's so appalling and it's so heartbreaking. The fact is that every weekend, some of us have to send food to our children, our sons. And you can't go there with just a single person. We have to go there about 10 past, 6 past, 7, 8, 9 for others who are less privileged ones. And so it's a problem for us.
Down to the eastern region, chairman of a parent-teacher association of the region, Joshua Tepeno, says the situation is dire.
The heads are trying. They go in, and when they are coming, sometimes they bring the foodstuffs. You don't know where they are bringing them from. And sometimes they call on the PTA. PTA, I've heard of something somewhere. Can you help me? If the money is there, they help. If there is a situation like this, and it goes beyond what we are seeing now, it will be rather better for us to close down.
Even as the Education Minister, Dr. Osei Educhum, prepares to appear before Parliament later this week to answer questions on this subject and other related matters, Public Relations Officer of the Ministry has been assuring a July 12 deadline set for themselves will be met for food supplies to reach all of these affected senior high schools.
We also developed or came out with an alternative arrangement to pay food supplies. And that includes arrangement with some selected bank, ADB for instance is one, to make sure that whilst government prefers to pay them, at least in the immediate term, the banks can pay the suppliers as and when they supply, whilst the town government pays the following banks accordingly.
Deputy Ranking Member on the Education Committee of Parliament, Dr. Clement Park, is asking critical questions of the ministry how the budgetary allocation for the Food and Buffer Stock Company was expended.
Between 2017 and 2021, the Finance Minister claims that we had invested 7.62 billion. So ideally, we shouldn't owe buffer stock food supplies arrears. And currently, since we have approved the budget, we have approved the appropriations bill, that would tell me that 2.3 billion Ghana cedis is sitting in the vault. So why are we still having a situation where buffer stock food suppliers are not supplying food?
Even though the Education Ministry has claimed the reports of shortage in food supplies is not widespread, our checks in parts of the country reveal the situation may be even more dire than has already been painted. But it will not be the first time the Education Ministry is assuring food supplies will reach the schools. The school heads say this time no amount of assurances will get them to continue to run their schools because they simply cannot keep the schools open.